Welcome to Reading 3. This video explains how to write your book report. Please remember that in your booklet you already have the explanation. I just want to make sure you understand easily. My first requirement, and this is the most important one, is to read for 80 minutes. The first information I would like you to write in your book report is about the publisher and the level of the book. So please look at what you see on the cover. For instance, this is Oxford publisher, it's called Oxford Bookworm Library, and usually the level is at the back. This book is a stage 1. Next, Cambridge. Usually the covers of Cambridge books are much brighter than the one of Oxford, so you can usually identify Cambridge that way. In case you haven't noticed, you also have the name of the publisher written right there. Again, turn the book and you will see the level. This is a level 1. Another popular publisher is Penguin. So again, turn the book around and see what the level is. So the first requirement for your book report is to write which publisher and which level. The next requirement is the time it took you to read the book. As I said, I want you to read for 80 minutes. So, if you finish your book in 60 minutes, well then, please read another book for at least 20 minutes. 60 plus 20 equals 80 minutes. So it doesn't matter how many books you read every week, it matters how much time you spend reading. So maybe you will read 6 books in 1 week because they're short, easy books, and that's okay. But please read 80 minutes. For instance, this student read on December 11th for 20 minutes. 20 minutes is not enough for 1 week. So on December 14th, she read a lot. She read for 100 minutes. And please notice here that she didn't write a level because this book series called Who Is or Who Was doesn't have a level written on it. I can explain more in class what the level is about for this series. So again, she read for 20 minutes on December 11th. This is not enough for 1 week. So on December 14th, she read for another 100 minutes. Also, you may have another situation, which is it takes you more than a week to read the book. And that is not a problem. When you start reading at higher level, it is really hard to read a book in 1 week. So keep reading, enjoy your book, and just write the date and the time for this week and the other information for the part of the book you've read. Not just the time and the date, but also the other information. For instance, on April 17th, you read 80 minutes, and then the following week, you read for 60 minutes. That's for the same book, and that's okay. Here is an example, and this student reads at a very high level. It's really not graded readers. Those are books for native speakers who are teenagers. So as you can see here, he actually wrote 5 book reports, right, for this book. So again, he wrote all the information every week telling me on each day how much time he spent reading. And yes, again, this student read a lot every week, and his TOEFL score increased a lot. So I hope you find motivation to read a lot too. So again, if it takes you more than 1 week to read a book, it's okay. Just write down the time every week and have all the other information that I require for the book report. Next is the 7-word summary. And I want you to only write 7 words for your summary because I want you to focus on the main ideas. I don't want you to have to worry about grammar. So when you think about the 7 words for your summary, think, what do I need to remember to be able to explain this story to my partner in class? Just words, you don't need to make sentences. I'd like to use the book Momotaro to give an example of a 7-word summary. So my first word would be river. My second word, peach. The third word, boy. The fourth word, grandparents. The fifth word, fight. The sixth word, demons. And the 7th word, animals. With these 7 words, I can easily summarize the story of Momotaro. I could say there was a river, and in the river there was a peach. Out of the peach came a boy. He was a great joy for the grandparents who found him. He grew up and became a strong boy, and he decided to go and fight demons. He fought demons with animals. I hope you see how easy it is to explain a book when you have used 7 important words to summarize it. The 4th part of the book report is presenting or introducing a passage that you liked or didn't like. And yes, I did write didn't like, because sometimes in books there are parts that we don't like, and this is important to also share with others and express yourself about. So a passage that you liked or didn't like. So what you can do is type the passage. So let's say it was a sentence or one part of a dialogue, then you can just type it. Or if it is too long, just explain in your own words what happens so that we can understand the passage. So once you have typed or explained what happens, then explain what you liked or didn't like about this passage. Right? So explain to us what it is and then tell us what you liked or didn't like about it. Personally, with Momotaro, I really like the passage where he meets the animals that becomes his friends and they help him fight the demons. I really liked these passages because they felt close to me in the sense that this is how I've also met people doing important things. And the last part of the book report, so point number 5, is explaining what you think about the book. Or if you haven't finished the book, remember it's okay, explain up to the page you've read. Right? You can keep explaining for the rest of the story later. So explain what you think about the book. And this is any comments you want to make about the book. This is the place where you are free to share your ideas and feelings. This is it for the book report, and I just wanted to finish with another important requirement. So the first one is read for 80 minutes, then write your book reports with the 5 points that you saw in the video. Remember, the 5 points are also in your booklet. The other important requirement is that I want you to use your own words and ideas. I am not interested in what other people think about the book you've read. I want you to tell me, using your own words, what your ideas are, what your feelings are. If you don't, if you use the words or ideas of others, this is called plagiarism. It means you copy what other people say, think, and or feel. If you do this, I want you to understand that you will fail the class. I will not let you keep taking the class. So please share what you think, what you feel, and how you want to say it. This is how you will grow as a reader, meaning you will become a better reader and also hopefully an even better person. The place for you to do your book report is a website called goodreads.com. I would like you to type your book reports on this website. In the next video, you will learn how to create your account and how to join our group.